What's up guys, welcome to today's video. Today I thought I would do a video explaining how you can get bigger, better, more aesthetic looking lats, because a lot of people think that when they're working out the back, they're doing certain exercises for the lats that they are targeting them, but in actual fact they're probably targeting more the upper back, mid traps, and not really engaging the lats as best as they can. So I am going to give you some tips, tricks and techniques on some of the best exercises during this video that is going to help you really push your lat development to the next level. So if that's what you're after, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and let's get into it. So now it's time to get a little bit scientific, all right? So bear with me. We need to understand the structure of the lat and how it functions. So the lat is basically a triangular flat shaped muscle, and where it originates is here near the lower thoracic lumbar region of the spine, and it inserts here, so just under the humerus. All right, so that is where it originates and it inserts. Now the main function of the lat is basically to adduct the arm. So adduction is where you are bringing your arm to the side. Abduction is where you are lifting the arm up. So anything like this is going to adduct and abduct the arm. So its main aim is basically to bring your arm up and down. So exercises like lat pull downs, okay? Exercises like pull-ups is adducting and abducting the lat, but it depends how you do it. So I'm going to explain the right way to engage the lat during something like a lat pull down or pull-up and other exercises in the video. Another kind of function of the lat as well, so that was the main one that we just discussed. You can also do it straight on like this. So if you were doing a cable rope pull down and you had the rope here, you're pulling the rope towards your hip like so, that is also abducting and adducting the lat. So the other little function of the lat as well is internal rotation of the shoulder. So if you are pulling something across like this, or you're just warming up the shoulders, then that is also a little function of the lat, internal rotation of the shoulder. So if you're reaching over here, or you're reaching over here, that is internal rotation of the shoulder. So now let's look at some of the exercises and how you can really take your lat development to the next level. So I'm going to start with one of the most common exercises, which is the lat pull down. Now, first point is do not lean back too much. The more you lean back, the more your arms are going to flare out and you're going to target the traps, mid traps and the rhomboids more. So try and have your back as vertical, straight as possible. So as you can see, when I'm bringing my elbows down, I'm trying to bring my elbows down and in towards my hips. So down and in towards your hips, squeeze, slowly lower back up. So if you look again from the back, down, in towards the hips. So you're trying to use the mind to muscle connection. You're trying to squeeze your elbows in towards the lower lats, right? So you don't want to lean back and flare your elbows out on the lat pull down. So now moving on to the big compound lift, the barbell bent over row. Now, a lot of people do this overhand, which is fine, but overhand, you tend to, again, flare your elbows more out. However, I would recommend the majority of your back workouts for the lat, doing it underhand, narrow grip, and again, if you can see my elbow movement here, bringing it back and up in towards the hip. So you're bringing the bar literally just below my belly button, in towards the hip, targeting the lats a lot more efficiently. So the next exercise I want to talk about is dumbbell bent over rows. Okay, now you see a lot of ego lifters in there. trying to row, you know, as much as possible, going shouting the whole gym down. But what you're trying to do is similar movement to the barbell bent over row. If you look at my elbow movement here, so I'm bringing it, stretching forward, bringing it up and back towards the hip. So again, if you look at this angle here, bringing that dumbbell, stretching forward, bringing it back towards the hip. If you look again, exactly, stretching that lat forward, squeezing at the top, elbows in, keeping my arms close to my body, keeping it narrow. And another thing is, when people do this exercise, a common mistake is they just literally, where the dumbbell is, when you are lowering it down and you're about to lift up, people will just pull the dumbbell in towards the pec or in towards the shoulder. This one is one of the best isolation exercises for your lats. So I've picked what I believe are some of the best exercises, but also how to engage the lats better when you're working out. So in the cable rope straight arm pull down, right? So the difference is between the tricep is you are bending the elbows, you're flexing, contracting the triceps, whereas this, you'll notice my arms are nearly straight. Okay, bringing the hands towards the hips and stretching those lats up. So this is different because this is only isolating the lats, whereas a lat pull down, bent over row, compound exercises, they are working a little bit of the biceps, other minor muscles in the back as well, whereas the lat rope pull down is isolating your lats. So that is the end of today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it and you learned something useful, and it's going to help you with your training from now on. I'm sure it will if you execute the advice that I've given. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you always get notified of when I upload a new video. Now, one more thing I will say is I now have available slots for my online coaching personal training service. So summer's coming up, so make sure to get on it. The link is in the bio to book a free consultation call to speak to me personally. So once again, thank you, and I'll see you soon.